Jay-Z is arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest artists of all time in hip-hop. The GOAT. The GOAT! The GOAT! And that's due to the millions and millions of records sold and albums he has provided over the years. Well, today we're going to go over the discography of Jay-Z from worst to best and rank his body of work right now. Starting with number 13, Volume 3. Life at Times of Sean Carter. I just want to put the volume all the way down for the Volume 3 project. It had no true purpose to me. It didn't feel like there was any true introspective records. No feel to it. A lot of it was just chasing radio records. It was just doing a lot, but doing nothing at the same time. It's like when Kyrie dribbles. Like he doing a lot, but he ain't going nowhere. Like go to the basket, Kyrie. And that's what I was saying with this record. Like Hov, go to the basket. You're doing a lot, but not doing nothing. Like this was Brother Man for the Fifth Flow. Like, which is lazy. Like he wasn't even really rapping on this album. Of course, the biggest record on this album is Big Pimpin', with Dame doing the whole going crazy in the music video. And I think one of, if not the most underrated song in Jay-Z's entire discography is Anything. It's like the little brother, and I'm not talking about the hip hop group, it's the little brother of Hard Knocks Life. People don't talk about anything enough. Anything, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything for you. That song, it gets you in the heart. And I would do anything not to ever listen to this album again. On to number 12. The Dynasty continues. Roc La Familia. I don't consider this album a dynasty. I consider it a failed super team, like every team that James Harden is on. Like it's just not it. Like, okay, we all know this album was supposed to be a compilation, collaboration, Rockefeller album. But due to marketing, they made it a Jay-Z album so they can sell more records. I get it, Jay-Z. You're not a businessman. You're a businessman. Let me handle my business. Damn, I get it. But I cannot consider this a true Jay-Z album if damn near every other song has a feature. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like trying to get me to listen to Taylor Swift, I can't do it. The songs on here are solid. It's not a Jay-Z album. Like the only true dynasty of this album is the dynasty of Jay-Z, Scarface, Beanie Siegel, and Ye on production. Now that's a true dynasty. Like they would do for This Can't Be Life. This has got to be more. It Can't Be Us. Scarface's verse? Oh my God. Whew. I'm not crying, you're crying. Of course, they would go on to double that up with Guess Who's Bazak on Scarface The Fix. But yeah, that's a true dynasty, but this album is not a dynasty. It's the Clippers. But how I feel in regards to Roc La Familia, the dynasty, I just want to love you. Number 11, Magna Carta, Holy Grail. What I call this is, this is supposed to be so grandiose and it's supposed to be fine art. It's like, it's not that. It's not that. It's great production, but it's just BS lyrics. Like there's no substance to this album. There's nothing. This album dropped during a time of George Zimmerman trial when he murdered Trayvon Martin. It's literally at the height in the middle of this. You have the start of Black Lives Matter. You have Hov, who just had a child not too long ago. And the best you can give us is Somewhere in America, Miley Cyrus is twerking? That's the best you can do, Hov? No, Somewhere in America, I'm throwing up. Because after listening to this album, I want to throw up. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? I'm not even going to mention him selling 1 million records before the album even came out, because that was, like I said before, he's not a businessman. He's just a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Great business move. It didn't feel hip-hop to me. But hey, he's a businessman, so I can't be mad at that. Outside of, yeah, you got F for me, you know I got it. That's cool. I love Crown. I love Wonder. Shout out to Wonder Girl. Shout out to Travis Scott. It like forced Hov to rap. Like Crown forced Hov to actually rap and talk about something. It has like the worst Nas collab ever. Like I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was on this album, but yeah, it just sounded uninspired, unmotivated. It had nothing to really talk about. And one of my other favorite records is Holy Grail, and it's in spite of Hov. And I still don't know why you love me so much. Yeah, like I love in the cup and it runneth over. Holy Grail. Hey, I love the song just in spite of Jay-Z's lyrics. Like he has lyrics like, what he said? He said, I just want a Picasso in my casa. No, my castle. I'm a hassa. No, I'm an asshole. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about, Hov? What are you doing? Did you forget how to rap? To summarize this album, I gotta do the Jay-Z meme. Next, number 10. In My Lifetime, Volume 1. I know the people are shocked. I know you're shocked. Let me explain.
I can't believe you did this. I'm appalled.
Kevin Hart special. Let me explain, okay? This album to me is yin yang. This album is good and bad, okay? There are songs I love on this album, and then there are songs I hate on this album. I have a love-hate relationship with this album. Like, you have songs on here like Face Off. You have songs on here like Always Be My Sunshine. I Know What Girls Like. Really? Really, Puff? That's what you want to give to Hov if I Know What Girls Like? First of all, according to the news recently, you don't know what girls like. But in regards to that song, I Know What Girls, that production is horrible. You need to take that to the landfill where it belongs. But then you got tracks like Where I'm From, Streets Is Watching, Intro to Millions, Rhyme No More, probably Jay-Z's greatest intro of his entire discography. We're gonna be for real. Motherfuckers can't rhyme no more, about crime no more. Like he has great records, and he has like just bad records. So it's like a seesaw. It's very up and down. Like this album is very hot and cold to me. So I know people have this album in higher regard, but to me, I got the volume turned up, just not all the way up. Number 9, 444. When I think of this album, I think of the Jordan meme. I took it personal. That's what Hov did with this album. He took it personal, man. He was doing his best Moesha impression at the end of every Moesha episode when she's doing her little diary entries and with the music in the background. Like that's what Hov was. Like he's talking about everything on here. He's talking about his infidelity. He's talking about family business with Family Feud. He's talking about his legacy with the song Legacy. Like he's talking about conscious records like the story of OJ. One of my favorite songs. Still Nigga. This is right after the OJ Netflix series and the Made in America with OJ, like the documentaries that was happening around this time, and like how Jay-Z and OJ was like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I was like, okay. The knowledge he was given on the story of OJ. Fuck being rich and dying broke. Financial freedom is my only hope. Like this is the Jay-Z I wanted 4 years prior with Magna Carta. Like this is the album we should have got in 2013, but we got it here. And he's speaking on everything. Like I said, I love. Shout out to No ID who did soul production. I love the production on this album with the soul samples. Going back to the soul samples. Man, so with that being said, why is this lower on the list? Well, it's because just like when you out and about and have bad Wi-Fi, I just don't have no connection. Like I don't have, this album is so personal, I don't have no like real connection to this album. Like I don't I can't catch no vibe with any of the songs outside of maybe like Legacy. I ain't catch a vibe. I can catch a vibe with Legacy. But outside of that, and maybe Family Feud. But outside, I just don't have no true connection to the album. Like I don't have no vibe. There's no real vibe for me that makes me want to. There's no vibe to it to where you feel sad, mad, happy, mad. Like there's no vibe to it personally to where I would put this on a regular basis. It's just that's just me. So yeah, I sound very contradictory right now. I get that, and I still love this album. But in terms of an album I put on every day, songs I put on every day, this is not one of them. But it's still a great album. So I still give the album 2 thumbs up. Number 8, Blueprint 2, A Gift and a Curse. How I surmise this album? You're doing too much. You're doing good, but you're doing too much. Like, sit your ass down, ho. Why did you have to make this a double album? Damn you, Guru. Damn you, Guru. Why did you have to do this? Make this a double album? Like, him, Jay-Z trying to follow in the steps of a Biggie, of a Tupac with Life After Death and All Eyes on Me. But this is not that. Like, you got to remember, Pac and Big, they able to make records in their sleep. Like, who the fuck is this? Play the bell 5:46 in the morning, crack a dawn, and none of me on the why the cold on my eye. Like, he probably was really sleeping when he made that track Warning. Like, Jay-Z ain't want to do 1 billion records and put them on an album. That's not him. He's very meticulous. He's very detailed. So for him to try to overdo it with a double album, it just didn't fit his steez. But I still love the album. Just there are records on here that I'm indifferent. I don't feel nothing. The Gift is the album. The Curse is just so many damn records. Number 7. My nigga. I know y'all gonna be mad at this one. I know you're doing the mathematics. What's today's mathematics? I know you do the math like, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Kingdom Come, number 7. Yes. Yes, I said it.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about it.
Kingdom Come, man. Come on. Like, do you listen to music or do you just skim right through it? To me, when I surmise Kingdom Come, I think it comes down to Jay-Z being a victim of his own success. That's how I surmise this album. Really, with the context and substance of the album and just overall. Like, when you really listen to this album, when you listen to the tracks, you listen to the songs, you can't tell me this is at the bottom of the list. I watch everything, and everybody has Kingdom Come at the bottom top 3 of a discography. I'm like, how? How? Like, really break this down. I think it comes down to everything surrounding this album that why people have it at the bottom of the list. You gotta remember, this after being gone for 3 years. Well, technically he was gone, but he was still doing tracks. But this after being in retirement for 3 years, you're just following probably his greatest album, maybe, but some people consider his greatest album with the Black Album. Then you got him being the president of Def Jam around this time. So he's no longer like the hustler, the street guy, the hustler. He is the elite now. He is truly the businessman. So it's hard for people to relate to that. Plus, he got Beyonce, the baddest chick in the game. Like, it's like he got a lot going for him. So I think all that surrounding it made people feel like, eh. But when you really listen to the album, forget all that. I mean, come on, you got crazy production with Just Blaze with, oh my God, Show Me What You Got, Kingdom Come. Then you got introspective, feel-good records like Mama, I Made It, with introspective tear-jerkers like Lost Ones, him talking his smack with 30-something, and then another introspective record with Beast Chair. Come on, y'all ain't listening to music, you just skim right through it. Y'all wasn't listening to this album. Y'all don't care about too much about everything else that's going on, but like, you really listen to this? Come on, man, it's top, it's in upper echelon, man. Y'all just, man, this is a great album, man. Like, it's a very good album. Y'all just, Y'all ain't give it a chance, man. Y'all ain't give it a chance. Like anybody that don't rock with this album, you can dig a hole. Number 6. Oh, we're gonna stay on the hate train. Blueprint 3. Yup. I know y'all mad. Again, do you listen to music or do you just skim right through it? When we're talking about good quality production, good quality records, songs, lyrics, how can you say this is a bottom of the barrel? Like, how can y'all say that? To me, this is a great ending point of its Blueprint series. You have Blueprint 1, Blueprint 2, Blueprint 3. This is a great finale. It's not The Wire, it's not Breaking Bad, but it's a solid finale. Like, come on. You got hits like On to the Next One, Empire State of Mind, the joint with Riri, Ye, and Hove, with Run This Town. You still got inspirational records like Forever Young, Young Forever, So Ambitious. You still got him talking smack like Already Home, what we talking about? Street records like As Real As It Gets. What else more do you want? Come on, man. This is a great album, man. Y'all ain't give it a chance, bruh. Y'all ain't give it a chance. But for me, I gave it a chance. When I think of this album, I think of one word: fun. I have fun with this album, bro. This album is fun. Like, this album is fun to me. That's why I got number 6. Y'all can be mad if you want to. You can say, oh, you tripping. You don't know what you're talking about. This album is fun. Hater. These niggas is haters. And I made myself so easy to love. Now we have made it to the top 5. This is undoubtedly the top 5. There's no debating this top 5. Y'all can debate the order. You probably will. But there's no debate in the top 5 Jay-Z albums of all time. Let's start with number 5. American Gangster. When I think of American Gangster, the one word that comes to mind: cinema. Double entendre. Didn't even ask me how. The fact that Jay-Z Hov was able to make an entire album after watching a Denzel movie, Russell Crowe movie, not only made a soundtrack to that movie, but then took scenes from that movie and put it in the album. This guy is a GOAT for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this was pure cinema. This is Reasonable Doubt, but 10 years later. This is seriously a sequel to Reasonable Doubt. The vibe of it, the sound of it, the subject matter of it, going from someone that was going from the crack game to the rap game is now somebody that made it from the rap game into the business game. Like, but going back to thinking about his times leading up to that moment. This is Marlo at the business meeting, leaving the business meeting to make it back to the hood in his suit, looking around like, man, yeah, this still smells, feels, looks familiar. But unlike Marlo, people still remember who Hov is. This album, man, it's a masterpiece. It's a work of art. Again, going back to the production, to the songs. Hello, Brooklyn, how you doing? To I Know, to I Don't Need No Hook for the yet. Rob Boys in the building tonight. Oh, when I'm feeling life. Like, huh? Like, whoo. This whole album is fire, son. This is introspective Hov. This is Hov mature, grown up, not chasing radio records. Just being true to himself like he was on Reasonable Doubt. It still has top singles. It still has hot singles. But it was more about the music. That's what this album was about, the music. That's why American Gangster, the movie, inspired him. Like, yeah, we gotta get back to that feeling, that vibe. And he did that with American Gangster. Top 5 Jay-Z album of all time. That's why it's at number 5 for me. Like, man. And he has probably the best collab between Jay-Z and Nas.
I used to give up, now I give up. That's what I think is success. It sucks.
Oh my God. Esco, let that bitch breathe. Number 4, Volume 2, Hard Knocks Life. Come on, y'all. This is the album that truly made Hov the juggernaut that he became. This is the blockbuster album. This most highest selling album of all time, and it's for a reason.
That boy is good.
This is the album where I have the volume all the way up. This is the album that has everything you need. Everything. This album has everything. It has your street records with Hard Knock Life. It has your hits like Money Ain't a Thing, Money Cash Holes. It still has your lyrical records like nigga what? Nigga who? Like with his flow, like Jay-Z's flow on nigga what, nigga who, like that's old Hov. And he finally brought it to the forefront. Like, man, this is Hov at his finest, bruh. This is Hov at his finest. Him being able to give you hit records, but still with lyricism, still being true to himself, still having introspection. This is what a Hov album is supposed to be, and that's just why this is high on the list at number 4 for me.
Now, can you do that to the beach for us? Can you do that to the beach for us? Hell no.
Number 3, No Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, his debut album, is at number 3 for me. This, again, is a masterpiece. There is no skips on this album. This is Jay-Z, like I said, with American Gangster. They didn't care about radio. Of course they cared, but it was all about the content. This is all about the music, all about the lyricism. This is pure. Yep, that's pure. That's pure hip hop at its greatest form. In its greatest form. From 22 twos to the back and forth. Great lyrical back and forth between Biggie and Hov on Brooklyn's Finest, to the Can't Knock the Hustle, to the Politics as Usual. Like he was spitting his heart out, his heart and soul on this track, on this album, man. Like this is, man. Well, I think is Gotta Learn to Live with Regrets. Like, what? Like, Their Presidents Part 2? What? Like, man, he has my favorite line I think he's ever said. I'd rather live enormous than live dormant. That's how we on it. That is a great way to sum up this album. A work of art, man.
No diggity, no doubt.
Number 2. Now, this is where it gets diced for me. I keep going back, forth and forth. RP Aaliyah. I keep going back and forth in terms of what's number 1, what's number 2. But really thinking about it, I had to make this number 2. Blueprint 1. Blueprint 1 is number 2 for me as of today. I may feel differently tomorrow, but as of right now, Blueprint 2 is Jay-Z's second greatest album of all time. And to me, Blueprint is a blueprint for success. If you want success as a hip hop artist, listen to this album. Again, it has everything you want. He's talking smack in the beginning of it. Ruler's back. He even has the spicy record with Takeover, to where he goes at Mobb Deep, he goes at Nas, but he still got your hits like H to the Izzo, Heart of the City, Girls, Girls, Girls. But then he got your introspective records like Song Cry, Mama Loves Me. Yes, it has Ola Jovito, You're a Candle in the Sun. That shit don't even out. Yeah. And it has Jigga My Nigga. But outside of that, it's still a classic record, 5 mic record. To me, this stamp Jay-Z as like infinite. Like, forget Reasonable Doubt, Volume 2. This was the album of like, oh yeah, I'm a legend. Like, this album made Jay-Z a legend to me. There's no denying his legendary status after this album. Blueprint 1, a blueprint for success.
That is just a fact of life, right?
And of course, now on to number 1, the Black Album. The reason why I have this above Blueprint 1 is, to me, this album, first of all, it feels like a movie. And Jay-Z did that on purpose. If you watch Fade to Black, the documentary, he did that on purpose. This feels like Reasonable Doubt. It feels like American Gangster. But to me, the greatest movie Jay-Z ever wrote was the Black Album. Because this is the album that it felt like a finale. It felt like the end of an era. It felt like he wanted to go out his way and give you all he had. And with the records, with December 4th, Just Blaze, once again used, I didn't mention it, with Blueprint 1, he went back to the soul samples with Blueprint, like he did with Blueprint 1, Blueprint 2, and this one as well, using Just Blaze, using Timbaland, using Ye to help him paint and tell his story. And I can't think of a better way to do it. I mean, moments of clarity, he's being honest. Truth be told, the Power B, Talib Kweli. I used to rhyme like Common since a Soul 5 Mil. I've been rhyming like Common since. Black Album, to me, it screams in one word, honesty. He was so honest on this album. It's almost like a prelude to 444 to me. He was talking about his first song, how he grew up. Like he was talking about a lot. 99 Problems of the Bitch Ain't One. He got a rock record on there that's different from anything he's ever done before. Like, he was trying new stuff still, taking a risk. He's got the movie like he has on Allure. Like, Allure, oh my God. The song Allure? The song Lucifer? The song Encore, Do You Want More? Brooklyn Boy with the one last time, need you to roar. What the hell are y'all waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So one that time, niggas make some noise. Everything's so concise. Everything flows together well. Again, the lyricism is still Hove at the top, as upper echelon of lyrical beasts. He was untouchable. Mr. Untouchable. The Black Album is Black excellence. And that's how I rank Jay-Z's albums from worst to best. Let me know your rankings. I know they're gonna kill me with the Blueprint 3 and Kingdom Come. I know it's coming. I know they wanna kill me with the how I rank Kingdom Come and Blueprint 3. I know, but that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Yeah. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. That's just how I feel. I truly feel that way. But let me know your ranking. Let me know how you will rank Jay-Z's albums from worst to best, best to worst, however you want to do it. But just a fan had to show on love. Just people that love hip hop, not the keyboard thugs. Let me know what other discographies you want me to rank. I got some in the tuck. But let me know what other albums you would like me to rank, or what other albums you will rank. Comment below. Again, like, comment, subscribe. All the things are the things. Hold it down is what we do. Me.